afternoon, my MPP peeps. Not too exciting today, but nevertheless green above this 10 SMA, this rising 10 SMA, which is currently at 36.61. As long as we stay above it, I'm looking towards 37.45, 38.22. Okay, but as you can see, we got some divergence here happening. So this is just something we got to keep watching. As we're making new highs, this RSI is not making new highs. Okay, so it's just signaling that there's a little bit of a weakness in the trend. Even though there's buying going on, the buying is weaker. So at some point, we're going to pull back. The market never goes straight up. And this 10 SMA will be our guide. We close below the 10 SMA, which, like I said, is at 36.61. We close below that at any point, and we have to start getting prepared for what potentially could be a quick and nasty pullback. We got a lot of retail who put a lot of money into this market in the last month. November set a record in the S&P for a monthly gain. Everyone and their mother and their uncle and their uncle's son and daughter are bullish right now. And when everyone is bullish and everyone's in, there's not people to buy. All the fresh buying's gone, all the new buyers are gone, and all that's going to be left at some point are sellers to take us down to where buyers will be again. Happens every time in a rally. All rallies come to an end, and at some point this one will too. And we're starting to get very extended, starting to get seeing all these indicators saying retail money is now getting in, hedge fund money is now getting in. So we just, again, every day I'm preaching this, we just need to be prepared for that pullback. And when we do, we're going to be able to buy again in the dip buying system and make a lot of money on the way up. It's just not there hasn't been that many opportunities because of how extended we are. But that day is coming. The Qs had a nice day today at 308. It looks like it wants to tag this 316. It looks like that's where we're heading. 10 SMA is rising up to 302.20. So, as long as it remains above, again, we can hit these upper targets, but this 10 SMA will be our guide. We close below it, and the odds are ever increasing of a quick, nasty pullback. But as long as we remain above, we got to look up. The VIX today showed no signs of fear. We had that little spike yesterday, remember? And we said, let's watch it. Let's watch this high. And that high was 22.60. If we start taking that out and spiking, we know that maybe a pullback's coming. Didn't see it. Finished below yesterday's low, back into the 20s, below the 10 SMA. So still no fear out there. And this is what the bulls want to see. Okay. And it'd be great if we could take out new lows and get down below these 20s into the 19s. Let's look at the names that we're in. This Apple still struggling with this 0.618 retrace, but nevertheless above his 10 SMA. I would love to see this 130 take a little more off the table and then see some outside chance maybe we can get this 150 area before the overall market pullback occurs. Odds are low, we see it, but hey, this is a amazing market that we're in, and anything can happen. So keep an open mind. What else are we in? We are in CMG consolidation day today, but still above the 10 SMA, above this downtrend line. So I remain in half position, looking for this 1500. And then we're still in Oh yeah, we bought this APPN. Only a third position. It started out really well today. It looked like it was going to head to our target of 182, but sharp pullback and nearly closed below the 10 SMA, but held it to keep us in the trade. Tomorrow, I will be monitoring this one closely. If it sells off in the morning and starts getting too far below this 10 SMA, I'll go ahead and cut it for a loss. But if it can hold this, and start rallying, I would love to see this 182 get hit. That's our target. And then what else we have? Let me look. Netflix looking good. Even though it's red today, nice bull flag. I like how it kept the upper third of yesterday's candle, and we're still in it. 10 SMAs curling up, and I think this 530 is next, where I'd like to take a little more off this Netflix trade, and then see if we can go to this 640 target. Again, just like Apple, it's an outside chance that we reach these upper targets before the market pulls back, but again, you never know. And then what else are we in? I think that's it from the short-term dip buying system. And then today we got in that uranium play, this URPTF. And this one looks good. Nice day today, starting to move away from this 200. And look at the volume again coming in. I mean, this is incredible volume for a 3-day stretch in this name. It occasionally gets a volume spike here and there, but I haven't seen too many times where it gets a volume of 3 or 4 days of volume like this. So whatever the story is that Dan has been telling us is out there, the market is believing, and we're in it now. If we can start inching above this 0.618 retrace, that retrace is from this high to this low. We start getting above that and closing above, I'll add to this name. Okay, we're in the 8th now, and if we continue higher, I'll add to go for this 466 first, and then we could see all the way up to 570 here if this, if all these buyers know what they're doing. If all these buyers are ahead of the game, and then the rest of the market starts seeing what's happening and following, we could shoot up quick. So I really like this setup, and I like what's happening so far. I hope some of you guys are in this FSLY. Massive move today. It looks like it wants to attack this 108 area. So, we're in this for the long term. We're in an 8th position, but if this keeps up and starts inching above this 100 area and starts closing above, I'm going to add an 8th, because I think eventually this thing sees 180s. I think we get a double from here. So, a big believer in this FSLY, and this has just been one long consolidation period after this massive run up, and now it looks like maybe the consolidation might be over, and it wants to head higher. So that FSLY looks good. This X looks great. Look at this X. Goodness gracious. Crazy move. Heading to our first target of 21 pretty fast. I mean, this is nearly a double, guys. Nearly a double in a month. So great name, X. And it looks like a long-term bottom is in. It looks like we might be heading much higher in this X. So a lot of growth system names are looking good, and this DKNG starting to look good too. This DraftKings came back down here. Tested his 10 SMA, closed a little above, but had a nice move today. Look at this volume coming in. Nice move today. It looks like, let's draw a retrace bet here. I bet it was the 0.382 where it found its bottom. Put 0.382 on that thing, and what do you know? Bingo. Came right back down, tested that 0.382 at 46, rocketed right off it, closed back above the 10 SMA for a bullish engulfing candle close. So look for continuation in this thing tomorrow. And if it does get continuation, I'll probably put on another eighth of a position on this DraftKings. Big believer in the DraftKings. As you know, I think the sports gambling world is going to open up to the rest of the country here pretty soon. And I'm looking for, 70, 80 in this name here. So I think if you're not in it, I think it's a good time to get in it. And if you are in it, I think it's a good time to add. Okay. And I'll tell you, I'll keep watching this thing. If tomorrow we get continuation, I'll likely add an eighth. And then let's look at the Bitcoin before we go. Starting to struggle a little bit below his 10 SMA now. I would love a pullback like everyone. If we can get a pullback back down here, a bigger pullback down here to this 14,000 level, closer to this 200 SMA for me to reinitiate a GBTC position, that would be fantastic. So let's see if we can get some downward momentum in this Bitcoin. Kent, you've been watching Laboo. Should have bought when Bonnie pointed out at 77. I think I remember that. Bonnie, did you get in? Oh, geez. Whoa. Nice, Bonnie. Great move. I hope you've taken some off because we're right at that target, that 95 target. I mean, we could be heading higher. Let's look at the next target. It's 2.618. I mean, guys, if you aren't in this already, I wouldn't be buying here. I mean, next target could be 128. I would at least wait for a pullback to this 10 SMA. 10 SMA is currently at 86.76. But yeah, this is one that we should have heeded. Bonnie, nice call. Nice call. And it's probably going to get more. I just don't know if it's going to get more in the shorter term. I think it needs some sort of pullback to work off some of this overboughtness. And will be a great dip buying opportunity. I'll be watching this now. Thanks for bringing it to my attention, Kent. Anybody else? Anybody else have any gems out there? WRN. Western copper and gold. Yeah, all these metals are looking good. Yeah, really nice. You got a really nice bull flag here after this move, and it held the 200 SMA on that last dip, and looks like it wants to break out. So, I don't know how you feel about this company as a whole, Dan. If you like the balance sheet, it's dog crap. Tell me how you really feel. So you're looking at this just for a trade? Got it. Okay. Well, it's interesting. You got your 10 SMA curling up, 200 SMA curling up. It definitely looks bullish. You take a high to low retrace. You target a 1.618 and you got $1.84. Pretty good risk reward. Your 10 SMA is at $1.27, so you got 10 cents of risk and nearly 50 cents a reward. 5 to 1, not terrible. Yeah, yeah, good. Good. Yeah, just be fun for a while. Yeah, this this $1.84 looks like a great target. So yeah, interesting. Let's watch it tomorrow. WRN. Yeah, let's look at this Amazon, Bonnie. Decent day today. Closed above the 10 SMA, I think. Did it? Nope. 10 cents below, 20 cents below. But you can see right here, you got this triangle forming. So you got this downtrend line keeping it down. You got this uptrend line keeping it up, and we're coming to a head right here. If we can close back above that 10 SMA and actually above today's high of 31.84, we get above today's high of 31.84 and close tomorrow, I am thinking about putting in another putting back in a full position onto Amazon to see if we can get our targets finally. I mean, I have to think this Amazon is going to play catch up. It's too big a part of tech to not, but price is price, and price is telling us we need some more confirmation. So let's wait for that confirmation. If we get it, we may have finally caught this thing on the breakout and head to our targets. That's what I think. Yeah. Hey, we lost on it once, but that doesn't mean that we turn a blind eye to it, because eventually, you know, usually when you have good enough research, your research plays out. It just sometimes it takes a little longer. So we'll see what happens with this Amazon tomorrow. Anybody else? Anybody else have anything you want to chat about? This is good, guys. I like the dialogue. All these ideas helps me. So just so you guys know, I love your feedback, and I love your comments, and I love the names and the thoughts and the ideas, because, you know, the more eyes we have, the better. All right. Well, if no one else, let's see what happens in the morning. I will be up, and I will have a stretch in the morning. I just got some Intuit stock from the job that I'm in, and tomorrow our window opens up so I can sell, and I will be unloading some Intuit stock. So if you want to buy my stock, I will sell it to you tomorrow. All right, guys. See you in the morning. Until then, don't trade for thrills. Just consistently make those dollar bills. See you guys.